Hello, everyone. Brandon Burbank here, and I'm just really excited and happy to be here with you all today because essentially we're going to be talking about a topic that I think is very essential for many people in this world who might be combating loneliness and isolation, especially during this time of the year, the holiday season. Now, with that being said, I've got three components that I'm going to address in today's video that will hopefully give you or somebody that you know some type of form of inspiration or an idea that helps ultimately you to change your life for the better. So now those three components that I'm going to cover are: number one, find your tribe and create community through your tribe; number two, volunteer opportunities in your community; number three, know your why. All three of those things I'm going to just elaborate more and more to help give you more insight that will hopefully give you the tools that you need so that you can help yourself to combat your own loneliness or isolation habits, especially during this holiday season as well as beyond other times of the year. But with that being said, let's start to get into it with step one: finding your tribe and creating a community through your tribe. What does that look like? Well, for me personally, I'm a Christian, and so the church community and being involved in the church community locally here in Whatcom County is a great form of community that has helped me grow and thrive and find purpose and meaning. And so for that example, for those of you that might be more interested in sports or into quilting or exercise, whatever that might be, asking yourself what gives you a sense of purpose and community and drive, where you feel like you belong, where you feel like you have meaning and purpose and value, and you feel worthy of yourself to participate actively in being yourself in that community. The second component: volunteer opportunities in your community. For example, there's many ways that you can get involved in your own community. And so finding the right community within that community. So say you live in a large city like Atlanta or Denver, and you're just like, how do I pick all these places? Well, I would say then pause, take a step back, and ask yourself, what do you like to do? Like, who are you as a person? What makes you tick as a person, so that you can find that group of people that gives you purpose, meaning, connectivity, that helps you foster a life that you can say you're happy and content to have. So moreover, specifically, when you ask yourself and what interests you, and then just going from there. Helping other people as well is a form of service, and it's a very noble cause. And it definitely, speaking from my own experiences with volunteering, it's a priceless experience because you can reflect on this as you really continue to live out your life in your own way. One example for me is I volunteer at the kids ministry at my local church here in Bellingham, and that has been a really tremendous opportunity and experience to help inspire the lives of children, to help give them insights and what I believe I can provide to them through just the Bible lessons, as well as just my own life experiences and my gifts from God. And so with that being said, that is one example of what gives me purpose and meaning and hope to find purpose as I continue to live my life, and finding that sense of belongingness, because I find myself being able to make deep connections with the kids. And so that's why it continues to make that snowball effect of, wow, well, I'm very engaged right now. Well, I'm going to continue to live my life in this certain way so that I can continue to show up 100% wholeheartedly and make an impact in this group of kids, target demographic, whatever that might be. So that is a big reason behind why the people who you associate with in your life, the community that you choose to select in your involvement is a huge decision to make. However, it's also a decision that's part of life, and sometimes you might be in the wrong crowd right now in this very moment. However, by being able to recognize and being able to be empathetic for yourself and saying, I don't like where I'm at right now. So asking yourself, how do you choose and make that confident decision for yourself to step outside of your comfort zone and going into another community where you can find fulfillment, enrichment, and purpose? Which leads us to the third and final component, which is knowing your why. By having a strong sense of purpose and confidently knowing where you are going, you can minimize feeling isolated because you know that you are in control of your own life. So essentially, when you have a strong purpose and a strong desire to be the type of person that is inside of your head and actually do it outwardly, your why, that's like your why. That's like your purpose, your desire to achieve those goals that are in your head. That alone significantly lowers your loneliness and isolation because of the fact that you are already in movement towards your goal, your dreams. And so when you have that perspective of yourself and knowing who you want to become, it's really a matter of being persistent and finding yourself and allowing yourself to embrace the changes that are required of you to take those steps until eventually you reach that goal. And so what does this have to do with isolation and loneliness? Well, loneliness and isolation, from my own experience, is when you don't have a strong community, you don't have a sense of belonging, and you don't feel like you are accepting 100% of who you already are. And so that's kind of the problem with a lot of people, including myself in my past, is that I did not allow myself to embrace all the parts about me when I was a kid, because I've gone through many challenges and trials and tribulations related to mental health and life circumstances that just totally uprooted my mental psyche and my psychological narrative viewing about myself, until I continued to persist and endure through these challenges and constantly recognizing and reflecting on where I'm at now. And so ultimately what I'm trying to say is, because of my persistence and my ability to find success and find positivity in the midst of darkness, in the midst of challenges, in the midst of pain, that is what has helped me self-sustain myself and combating the loneliness and isolation that comes with building success, that comes with changing your life for the better. So, with that being said, as a result, when your spirits are high, you don't tend to dwell on what is going wrong in your life because you are so appreciative of what you already have in your life. Appreciation and gratitude is a form of thinking that I think is so powerful, and I've chosen to embody that and utilize that daily, especially because of my story. And that is what I've seen in many, many, many Americans' lives, is that they don't choose to look around and see the flowers that are already in front of them. Instead, they would rather see the Corvette, and they're like, that's what I want. I want that now. But it's like, dude, there's some flowers already in front of you that you can enjoy and reflect upon, but instead you're choosing to just look at something that's not going to essentially fill your cup and fill your spirit. So that's kind of where the disconnect happens. And so recognizing through a lot of work and a lot of self-analysis that has helped me understand more of my why and my own understanding of who I am and where I want to grow and how I want to get there in my own unique way that I believe God has chosen me and given me the tools and the gifts to successfully do. So we covered 3 strategies to combat loneliness and isolation during the holiday season. Number 1, find your tribe and create community through your tribe. Number 2, volunteer opportunities in your community. Number 3, know your why. So how can you apply some of these strategies in your own life? What does that look like for you? Take a moment right now to pause and reflect on these last 2 questions. I hope this was helpful and informative for you in your life and your journey, and that you can continue to just bounce ideas off of yourself and just the people around you, and know that God is with you and providing for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. More videos to come. Take care.